There are other people that are very rude, like, I'm gonna unfollow you, which is fine. If you do, go for it. You don't need to necessarily like tell me that you're gonna follow me. Hey guys, my name is Colette, and today we're gonna do a get ready with me, and I'm gonna talk about how yummy and delicious, how it took to get this yummy and delicious body. Sorry. This is, yeah, I know. Today I wanted to share with you guys something that has been on my heart for a while. I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram and YouTube about just my career change, the transitions of my life. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of a longer video because I'm gonna be chatting with you guys while I get ready with my no makeup face. And also my nails. A lot of you guys on Instagram have been asking me what nail polish I am wearing because it is the most beautiful color I've seen. So this is the color that I'm wearing. It is from Essie's new Sunrush Metal Gel Couture collection. It is just so beautiful, wearable. Every single color I would actually wear. I used to get gel nails at least 2 times a month, and this last time I got it done, maybe it was probably 2 months ago. My nails actually hurt when I was getting them done, like when it was under that UV ray. I have to say that the Gel Couture collection is such a good alternative. It lasts for up to 2 weeks, which is pretty much comparable to the typical gel nails. So you could apply the color immediately without a base coat. You just need 2 layers, and then it comes with this guy, which is a top coat. You want it? So how should I frame this? I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram and also some here on YouTube about just my career change, I guess you can say. I mean, some people phrase it in a nicer way than others, and there are other people that are very rude, like, I'm gonna unfollow you, which is fine. If you do, go for it. You don't need to necessarily like tell me that you're gonna follow me. But I guess becoming a parent, like, I've just changed. I'm not the same person I was pre-babies, especially after the second baby. But I've been posting up a lot more motherhood, parent kind of content on my Instagram and also here on YouTube. And some people are questioning like why they follow me now. They're like, I followed you because I was interested in fashion and beauty, but now it's all parenting stuff, it's all baby stuff. And same thing here on YouTube. I've gotten some people on Catching Up with Chris episodes being like, didn't sign up for this, came here for the fashion and beauty videos. But you know what? When I signed up to do social media and to put my life out in digital media, which at the time I was a college student, and my interest, my everything was fashion and beauty. That's like what my world revolved around, right? Like what I'm gonna say about my money to buy a certain purse. Like that was kind of my purpose back then, right? There was no rule book of like, if you start with this, you have to end with this. In fact, I think that as you grow as a person, your interests, your lifestyle, everything will continue to change. And there is no contract where you had to sign something and say, this is the only type of thing, the only interest that I have, and I'm gonna continue to do this forever. So I'm here to tell you guys that yes, I still love fashion and beauty, but that is not my everything anymore. And this does not mean that I am quitting, you know, creating content that has to do with beauty and fashion. I still do it. I'm filming a get ready with me video right now for you guys. I'm gonna get started with my base because I'm like gonna start preaching because it's something I'm very passionate about. Starting off with the primer. See, I'm creating a beauty video for you guys right now. Using this wonderful Hourglass primer that I love so much. With Bumo, it was a need that I needed to have in my life, and to be able to provide working women, and not just women, parents as well, a place where they could work full-time, have their kids being watched with the best education so they don't have to feel shitty about themselves, like leaving their kids to have to work. The amount of women especially that end up quitting their job so they could be the caretaker at home, so they can be co-located with their kids, so they don't have to sacrifice, you know, a part of their family. Like, it's insane. Like, I know so many people that do that, and I admire them for doing that. But But they do that because they have to do that, and also they want to, but there's also no place for them to be able to continue to work while they are co-located with their kids. So it's a purpose that I want to help change just within my world and also in the world of so many millennial parents. And this is something that everyone is kind of going through currently. You guys have to remember when I first started with like the OG YouTubers and the OG kind of bloggers, there was no industry. There was no such thing as being an influencer. No one was getting paid to do anything. Jumping into it full time and not knowing that it was eventually gonna be a huge industry where you can make lots of money, that was a risk, right? But it was a risk that I wanted to take, and I did take. For years, it was just like, oh my God, am I gonna, like, did I make a mistake? Like, should I go find a job? Like, can I actually afford my first employee? It's the exact same emotion. It's the exact same doubt. It's the exact same excitement. It's the thrill. It's the anxiety. And I think you're made to be an entrepreneur when you actually love the thrill of it. And you love getting those rejections, even though it sucks at the time. But it builds you, it builds your confidence, and you keep going and you grow and you grow and you grow. So a lot of you guys probably watching this are interested in starting a new business, maybe possibly chasing a dream job or dream career that you don't know if it's gonna work out. I guess I have a few things to share with you guys and some tips that you might be able to apply. So I heard this from a podcast or somebody, I forgot, it's not from me, but when I heard this, it like put so many things into perspective for me. They say that when a marathon runner is running a marathon, if he or she starts thinking about the end goal and like trying to finish that marathon, it actually physically slows them down. Whereas if they just start thinking about the next step that they have to take, it speeds them up. So after I heard that, I realized that I needed to set my goal. Like I knew where I wanted to be, like the big picture goal, like the things that you would want in your wildest dreams. So know what that is, right? But then right after that, scale back down, get to where you're at and think about the next step. Getting back to that one person on the email that you really don't want to get back to, or just setting up an Instagram page and finally like, you know, asking your photographer friend to do something as a favor because you have no money for your business yet. Like those are the little steps that you need to take to get to here eventually. If your eye is too much on the prize, it might kind of scare you and might bring you too much anxiety to the point where you don't want to do anything. And that's where I was. So my suggestion to you guys is immediately think about the next little thing that you have to do. Okay, next one is to come to terms with rejection and your no's and turn them into something positive. And I'm sure you guys, a lot of you guys have heard this already, but I'm gonna just, you know, nail this on the head, because you are gonna get rejected and you are gonna get a lot of people that don't believe in you, but use that as a fuel to your fire. And even with Boomo, as I'm building it, we've gotten so many rejections, especially through the whole fundraising process. For me personally, I use that as my fuel to my fire. And I know this is kind of twisted, but I imagine how I'm gonna share with them that it is now this successful business. And I see like their reaction on their face. Like I played that image in my head over and over again. It almost becomes a reality to me because it's just so real when I think about it and I feel the emotions and I know it's gonna happen. It's already happening. People rejecting me before and now seeing like the success and the traction that it already has. So you have to turn your negative into a positive. So for those of you that are looking to start a business before it actually even exists, and whether you have to raise money for it or not, you have to have a bomb ass deck. Like that is gonna get you in the door, get you a meeting, and it's also gonna possibly secure you fundraising if you are looking to fundraise. So what is in a deck? A deck is pretty much your business plan. It is what your company is about, who, what, where, when, right? So who is it for, what the problem is, how you're gonna solve it, how is this business gonna solve it, who the consumer is, like who is gonna be using this product, how is it gonna grow, the scale. There's a separate financial model that you can create, but usually you don't have that into the deck because the deck is just more of what the business is gonna do. And then if they're interested in finding out more, they're probably gonna ask you for a financial model as well. So some of you guys are probably like, well, I'm not like trying to start the next Uber or like the next, I don't know, Airbnb. I just want to start up a coffee shop. Well, you should probably have a deck as well. And just because it's your idea doesn't mean that the next person knows what that idea is gonna be. So if you just want to be an influencer, you want to make money as an influencer, create a business out of it, then create a deck for yourself. I believe that no matter what business you're trying to start, everyone should have a deck / business plan for themselves at least. So if you're asking, well, I'm not like you, Chriselle, like I don't have millions of Instagram followers, like you guys, we are more spoiled than ever before because everyone is connected through Instagram. Like when I first started Boomo, I literally Googled female investors, top female investors. I can't believe I'm showing this. Top female investors. And I literally looked up, like I gathered a list of like maybe 50, 70 investors. I actually got to meet one of them in person and got to present her my business plan in San Francisco. Like you will find a way if you really want it that bad. My thing was like, they don't know who I am anyways. Well, maybe they do, but most likely they probably don't know who I am. So what do I have to lose? If they don't answer me, then that's fine. But if they do, I'm winning, right? But I have to say that when you do get in the door with someone, when you do get a meeting, when you do get a chance and an opportunity to talk about your vision and your ambition and your idea, do it in person. I don't care what it takes. If you have to fly out to New York for, I don't know, 5 hours to do so and take the next flight back home, then do it. If you see them in person and they see how enthusiastic, how passionate, how motivated and driven you are, that is something that cannot be translated through an email. If it's impossible, let's say you just like don't have the means to fly out, or you don't have time, like you have a family and you can't find help and you can't like just leave your family and your kids to take this meeting, then do at least a video call. I mean, for us, I feel like that was a make or break, because when you see us talking about it, it takes the passion and excitement and believability from here to like here. So try to do everything in person or in video. If you guys are interested in more of these kind of business talks and career talks, let me know and maybe I'll film more of that because I'm in the thick of it right now, so I could talk about it for days. I didn't know anything about business. Like I didn't go to business school. I didn't graduate with like an MBA, but I learned through obviously just doing it myself and making lots of mistakes, but also reading a ton of books. I do a whole lot of podcasting and audiobooks. And if you listen to a lot of music, I love music. I really do. But more importantly, if you have time, if you're commuting to work, don't underestimate the 30-40 minutes that you have, because you could either listen to the same damn song that you've been listening to for the week straight, or you could learn something new that could actually be very, very valuable to your business and to your future. And then by the end of it, people are gonna be like, how did you know all this? Like, what business school did you go to? Like, where did you learn this? And you could just say, I learned it from my car. I hope that this video inspired you guys to not be afraid to do more and to do it all, because you really can. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and a big thank you to Essie for partnering up with us for this video and creating the most beautiful colors. And if you guys are interested in seeing the list of audiobooks, books, podcasts that I listened to that really helped me along the way to build my career from Chriselle Inc. to my current business now, I'm gonna leave a link down below because I just created a blog post for you guys, so you guys can check that out. And I hope that it is very helpful with you in the place that you guys are at in your life right now.